What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including fans are begging Tony Khan to just stop, turning away even his most diehard of fans, the real reason that Cody and The Rock are now friends, a major spoiler on the Women's Intercontinental Championship winner, Melina is safe, Chelsea Green blasts a star as a racist bully, WWE Backlash 2025 coming to Mexico, Bad Buddy wants a WWE Return, Mandy Rose thinking about a comeback, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. We're nearly up to 100k. But now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WWE Saturday Night's main event versus AEW All In. And top of today's news is a new report concerning WWE going head-to-head against AEW again. Now it looks like AEW's All In pay-per-view just got some competition, as a new report indicates Saturday Night's main event will air the same day as AEW's biggest pay-per-view of the year, All In. Peacock's WWE schedule lists the episode for 12th July, the same date as All In, which takes place in Arlington, Texas at the Globe Life Field. While some WWE supporters have defended the promotion by stating Peacock makes the schedule for its programming, it's hard to believe that WWE played no role in this decision. WWE has a history of booking shows against rivals that dates back decades, and it's continued ever since. It's unknown whether Saturday Night's main event will noticeably impact All In's buy rate, but AEW's pay-per-views traditionally draw well, as fans don't mind paying $50 for the show. But as we'll see next, AEW's biggest problem may be keeping its current fan base over the next few months, as even AEW diehards are begging Tony Khan to just stop. Now, has AEW shot itself in the foot again? Well, there's no arguing that AEW has lost a significant amount of its audience in terms of ticket sales and its TV audience. While the promotion still has a loyal core, that may be changing, as seen by the announcement for the controversial 12-man match. Now, in case you missed it, AEW announced that the Death Riders of Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Willow will team with the Learning Tree's Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian Keith to take on Will Hobbs, the Outrunners of Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd, Cope, and FTR of Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Now, while the match looks wild on paper, some of AEW's most loyal fans are very upset at the decision to pair the Death Riders with the Learning Tree. AEW fans already have mixed feelings about the Death Riders storyline, but the idea of pairing them with Chris Jericho and company has fueled much backlash. One reason is Chris Jericho's polarizing effect on fans. Some fans feel it's now time for Jericho to scale back his schedule or even retire altogether, while some feel that he still has value to the promotion. It's another reason that Moxley's Death Riders group has repeatedly said that they want to rebuild AEW into something new, which makes their new pairing with Chris Jericho problematic, as he seems symptomatic of the problems AEW is facing. Fans have mentioned their outrage on Twitter, with one including, Jon Moxley hated what AEW has become, wanted to destroy that version and create a new one focused on young stars, and a few months later, he's teaming with Chris Jericho. Takashita fan also mentioned, who came up with this? Some are even comparing the booking to 2019's WWE, and holy shit, that was bad. In that year alone, we got Roman Reigns showered in dog food by Corbin, Shane McMahon's awful return, Kofi losing the title in 6 seconds, WWE burying Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar just winning the Money in the Bank after doing nothing. For them to compare to such a bad year is really bad for AEW. One thing's for sure, this 12-man match scheduled for this Saturday's Collision had better deliver, as it could be the turning point for AEW. While AEW may have a major swerve plan to rally its fans, this could turn into a finger poke of doom moment that sees even more fans tune out. AEW can't afford to lose its diehard fans at this point, as the ratings suggest the company isn't bringing in any new viewers or lowering viewers who tuned out once WWE turned around under Triple H. What's even worse was Jericho's performance on AEW Collision against Dax Harwood. That match was just a complete mess from start to finish. Next up, the real reason Cody and The Rock are now friends. Now, has The Rock turned babyface? Well, the WWE Universe saw The Rock do a 180 at last week's Raw, putting over both Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, two superstars he'd previously hinted at wanting to face in 2025. But now new reports suggest that WWE may have had The Rock's apparent turn planned for some time. If you recall earlier rumors that Cody Rhodes and The Rock filmed a segment together during the Moana 2 premiere, a segment which WWE was reportedly keeping available based on The Rock's availability of WrestleMania 41. And our Fightful Sean Ross Sapp recently informed fans on the Fightful Select Report podcast. We noted that The Rock and Cody Rhodes had apparently filmed something at the Moana 2 premiere that served to squash their beef that may never see the light of day. We're told that after Raw on Netflix, it served basically the same purpose. Now, do you think The Rock is now a babyface, or is he working fans, as some members of the WWE Universe believe following the Final Boss's comments on NXT that he's always 20 steps ahead of everyone? Next up, John Cena is money. Now, The Rock isn't the only WWE legend in the spotlight. John Cena's announcement on the 6th January Raw that he's entering the Royal Rumble appears to have bumped up the sales for the already hot ticket. WrestleTix reports that John Cena, which the site notes has repeatedly shown he adds anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 additional tickets when he announced for the show, appears to have brought in 3,100 tickets since he declared himself for the Rumble. People are really cashing in for their last chance to see John Cena wrestling live. Next up, a major spoiler as the Women's Intercontinental Championship winner has been leaked. Now it's time for a spoiler on the winner of tonight's Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament Finals between Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai. So if you don't like spoilers, be sure to skip to our next story with our timestamps in the description down below. Now, a new story from Dr. Chris Featherstone claims that Lyra Valkyria is currently booked to win the title. If this happens, it's a good sign for Valkyria, as she started off strong when she debuted on the main roster, but seemed to fade into the background. There's no word on what WWE's plans are for Dakota Kai, whose recent return from an injury seemed to suggest big things ahead. Next up, good news as Melina is safe. Now it's time for some good news, as the promotion A Matter of Pride is tweeting that it's heard from former WWE superstar Melina. Fans became alarmed when the promotion's X-account told fans, "Urgent, we're deeply concerned as WWE legend Melina has been unresponsive amidst the troubling events unfolding in LA. If anyone has seen or heard from her, please report her safe. Any information helps. Thank you, please share." But now the promotion is letting fans know we're relieved to share that Melina has made contact and is safe. We want to thank everyone for their concern, support, and outreach during this time. Your kindness and compassion means the world to us. Now, the California fires have impacted many people, and the disaster is still an ongoing concern as firefighters bravely battle to get the situation under control. We're sending our thoughts and prayers to everyone affected by this terrible situation. Next up, Chelsea Green blasts a star as a racist bully. And Chelsea Green isn't holding back regarding TNA knockout Tessa Blanchard. Green recently praised WWE's women's locker room, particularly in how the various superstars help each other and work to lift each other rather than tearing them down. However, Green did discuss one wrestler who hasn't helped others, Tessa Blanchard. Green responded to a fan who accused her and others of driving Tessa Blanchard to end her own life, but she mentioned, "This is giving me the ick. You're thinking defending a racist bully is cool? Someone tell them." A cultaholic reminded readers that in 2020, Green and other wrestlers accused Blanchard of bullying and racism. They noted a message from Chelsea around this time: "You've consistently put down, bullied and belittled countless female co-workers, including me. Is that support?" Blanchard has denied the accusations and recently returned to TNA Wrestling. She'll wrestle Jordan Grace at TNA's Genesis event later in January. A rumor has it that Grace wasn't happy about having to work with Blanchard. Nonetheless, TNA Wrestling either don't care or is using Blanchard's reputation to work the fans. Some fans and industry observers believe TNA hired Tessa, hoping to see if she can ditch the baggage that she's carried around since leaving TNA. There's also speculation that Tessa could wind up in WWE if she proves herself in TNA. The latest buzz is that some WWE officials would like to hire Blanchard despite any backstage heat she has. The fact that Blanchard is a good worker has WWE feeling that it outweighs any risks involved with hiring her. If so, maybe Blanchard and Hogan could make a tag team together. Next up, Jeff Hardy bringing back Willow. Jeff Hardy is currently signed to TNA Wrestling, and now it appears that Brother Nero is ready to revive his Willow persona. Jeff spoke with the Wrestling Spot about his current work in TNA, saying, "I've been talking about that a lot, man. In Hillsborough, North Carolina, there's a new Willow mask. Me and my oldest daughter designed a new faceplate, and he got it and made the mask. I just haven't picked it up yet, but man, once I get there and try it on, if it feels good, I can't wait to bust out a Willow promo on social media or something. I'm super excited about bringing Willow back to TNA, man. It'll be so much better than it was before." And Jeff Hardy seems like he's ready to capitalize on the new opportunities he has in TNA Wrestling. Hardy recently claimed that he might have been bigger than John Cena if his personal demons hadn't impacted his career. While there's nothing Jeff can do about his past, he seems willing to make the most of whatever time he has now. Next up, Bad Bunny for WWE Return. As some recent remarks from musician Bad Bunny suggest he's ready for another match in WWE. Bunny, who has impressed many fans and wrestlers with his San Juan street fight against Damian Priest at 2023's Backlash, told Rolling Stone, "I want to do it one more time. I want to put my life at risk in the ring. I felt like I didn't risk it enough in the ring, and I want to do it. I want to scare my mother. When? I don't know. We stay in contact with people at WWE. We're always paying attention to what's going on. But when? I don't know. I hope there's a time where I can really get ready, like I did the last few times. I'd love to take more time to get ready physically." Would you guys like to see Bad Bunny wrestle again, and if so, against who? If Bunny does wrestle again, expected to see him work at a major show, one we're about to discuss as WWE Backlash 2025 coming to Mexico. And Bad Bunny could return to the ring when the WWE holds Backlash in Mexico, another stunning revelation from Bad Bunny during his chat with Rolling Stone. Now, this is a great venue for WWE to tap into its Latina audience and capitalize on Bad Bunny's overall popularity. And finally, Mandy Rose contemplating a comeback. And last but not least is Mandy Rose contemplating a comeback to WWE. Fans began asking this after wrestling's Golden Goddess tweeted thinking emojis after fan begged her to come back. Although Rose may not want to work full-time, a Royal Rumble appearance sounds ideal for fans who have missed Rose since WWE released her in 2022. It's unknown if WWE would bring her back after releasing her, reportedly due to the adult content on her OnlyFans account. But has enough time passed that WWE wouldn't care, or does the promotion's focus on a family-friendly product mean there's no chance it wants to associate anything with her? Would you guys like to see Mandy Rose return? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.